Hey, where's our train? We are going to be late for school. Where's Henry the fat old square wheels?
Yeah, where's that fat old Henry? I hope that fat old Henry will lose weight. Let's just walk to school.
There's trouble in the shed, sir. Henry was sulking. There's no train, and the passengers are saying this is a bad railway.
Indeed. We cannot allow that.
The Fat Controller went to the sheds and found Gordon, James, and Henry looking very cross.
Come along, Henry. It's time your train was ready. Henry's not going. We won't shunt like common tank engines.
Yay. That was Thomas' job. We are important tender engines.
Absolutely. You fetch our coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt.
Oh, indeed. We'll see about that. Engines on my railway do as they are told.
The Fat Controller hurried away to Wilsworth to find Edward.
The yard has never been the same since Thomas left to run his branch line.
Edward was shunting when the Fat Controller came to see him.
Leave those trucks please, Edward. I want you to push coaches for me in the yard.
Thank you, sir. That will be a nice change.
So Edward found coaches for the 3 engines, and that day, the trains ran as usual. But next morning, Edward looked unhappy. Gordon came clanking past hissing rudely.
Bless me. What a noise.
They all hissed me, sir. They say tender engines don't shunt, and last night they said I have black wheels. I haven't, have I, sir?
No, Edward, you have nice blue ones, and I'm proud of you. Tender engines do shunt. But all the same we do need another tank engine here.
The Fat Controller went to a workshop, and they showed him all sorts of engines. At last, he saw a smart little green engine with 4 wheels.
That's the one. If I choose you, will you work hard?
Oh, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a good engine. I'll call you Percy. Edward, here's Percy. Will you show him everything?
Percy soon learned what he had to do, and they had a happy afternoon. Then Henry came by hissing as usual. Percy hissed hardly at Henry, and he jumped and ran back to the shed.
How beautifully you wished him. I can't wish like that.
Oh, that's nothing. You should hear them in the workshop. You have to wish loudly to make yourself heard.
The Fat Controller sent for me. I expect he wants help.
Here he comes.
Well done, Thomas. You've been quick. Listen, Henry, Gordon and James are sulking. They say they won't shunt like common tank engines, so I have shut them up and I want you both to run the line for a while. And Percy will help too.
Common tank engines indeed. We'll show them.
Edward and Thomas worked the main line, greeting each other as they passed by. Percy puffed along the branch line. Thomas was anxious about his carriages, but both driver and guard promised to take care of them. They were fewer trains, but the passengers didn't mind. They knew the 3 other engines were having a lesson. Gordon, James, and Henry were cold, lonely, and miserable. They wish now they hadn't been so silly.
Exercise. You're too fat, you need exercise. You're too fat, you need exercise.